Late Jacob Oulanyah, who was the speaker, addressed himself to the issue of the quality of the debate. And he had set a standard that those who want to speak in parliament will have to do research. They will have to be factual. Unfortunately, Oulanyah died, succeeded by the Honorable Anita Among, who I don't think set the same standards. But also the quality of MPs. I have covered parliament as a journalist. I've been in parliament as an MP. The quality of MPs has gone down. If you compare the 6th and 7th parliament, where you had from Orango people like Ben Wacha, Dr. Okolo Park, Omar Atubo, in Acholi, where you had Mao Okero, Absalom Mongom in Western Nile. So almost every area has lost quality leaders. In Ankole, you can't compare the Matembes and the Yanyimas and the Zindana and the Mshegas with the crop that is in Ankole today. So the quality of MPs has gone down, which means the quality of debate has gone down, but also the quality of leadership of parliament. You can't compare my friend Anita Among to James Wapakamuro. So, in terms of experience, in terms of knowledge, so almost quality in every sphere of parliament is gone down. I am happy with two things about this parliament. Both Anita Among and Taiwa have been keeping time. Under Kadaga, parliament is adjourned to 2:30. You are beginning at 5. So I am very happy, pleased by both for keeping time. And I have said it, put it on record, that I am very happy. They have weaknesses in other areas, but at least they have kept time. But maybe because they also know their weaknesses, they have been more consultative. Because at the time of Kadaga, she was looking at us as children. Kadaga is a mother. Yes, these are colleagues. We are at the same status. So this one is maybe because of their knowledge of their weaknesses have been more consultative than when you had Kadaga there. But they are more sycophantic, both of them. They think what Museveni says, their duty is to help it go through parliament without questioning. Both. They will consult, they will plead with you, but they will do the wrong thing. So in terms of the quality of MPs, in terms of quality of leadership, really, this is the worst in history. But one thing I need to say, in terms of delivery, if you look at the bills we've done, the motions, the processing of accountability committee reports, quantitatively, a lot of work has been done. Quantitatively. Then you measure the quality, but quantitatively work has been done. We do all the work of parliament and on time.
So let us first get back to the issue of the MPs, the quality of MPs. These are people who are sent by the electorate. Does this imply that the dynamics of politics has changed? Even the people who send the MPs?
People view MPs differently. There has been a lot of publicity about how much money MPs get from parliament. And President Museveni in particular has been going around saying, you vote anyone, even if he sleeps, as long as he wakes up and he votes NRM. So there has been a campaign by Museveni in particular to devalue parliament by telling voters just elect anyone, as long as they can, whether they understand or not, as long as they vote NRM. But also the vulnerability of our people. There are people who buy their way into parliament. I think more than half of MPs win elections because they have given voters money, they have handed out, they have used the handouts. Because the level of civic competence in Uganda, you cannot tell me it was better when they are choosing 6 and 7 parliament than today. Today we have more people who have gone to school. But those who chose the watchers, those in Uganda here, you had Sevana Kizito, Paulo Semogerere, Damian Oluwega and others, Kawanga and Masaka. So the level of civic competence is gone up, but the choices don't reflect that. Partly because people think Parliament is now just about money. You MPs are useless. Even when you said you're there, you're just enriching yourself. So that sort of campaign has worked on the psyche of the corporation. You are not judging the leadership, and I don't want to say that I'm judging only the speaker and deputy speaker. I'm also judging committees. People who are chairing committees of Parliament are at a level of councillors. They don't do research. They have no knowledge, even the deployment. Because NRM thinks to be a chair of a committee is a reward to loyalty. So they choose someone who can't chair a committee, and you go to attend a committee meeting, you find there a fellow who doesn't even know what he's doing. So the leadership has declined at all levels, whether it is committees, whether it is the speakership. So that's what I'm talking about. These ones, because the Speaker of Parliament can belong to a party. Wapakawulu was NRM, I think. But he attempted to be a neutral arbiter. I think these are vigilantes. Anita Among and Taiwo are vigilantes. They think they are in Parliament to facilitate NRM, not to facilitate the country. Even a decision, because you see, people who read the answer will be embarrassed by the decisions we have made. I will tell you, we passed a budget in which we had removed the money from what we consider to be a luxury, to hospital, to seed schools, to ambulance. And Museveni said, you are tampering with my priorities, you must restore them. Anita Among came and said, we must restore the priorities of the president. What were the priorities? Giving money to Magora, 500 billion, giving money to Peneti. So I am not going to accuse them of partiality or impartiality. These are NRM vigilantes.